Puppies, always a delightful distraction. In fact, I'll freely admit we're using these images right now to capture your attention. Is it working? It's one of the many tricks that puppy scammers use to coerce you into financially and emotionally investing in a puppy that doesn't exist. Welcome to Scam Spot.
We were recently contacted by a potential buyer of a Norwegian elk hound. At a glance, the seller might look pretty legit, but look closer and you'll start to see the red flags. A pickup option was reluctantly offered, but it was no small journey and going there surely a waste of time. No one would do that.
Now, we knew the puppy and the seller were not in Grafton, but most victims believe that they are. And a combination of a huge emotional investment already in the puppy and the inconvenience of such a large trip means that most victims will take the delivery option every time, and that plays straight into the scammer's hands. And it's not a coincidence that this scammer says he's in Grafton. It's a place where you can't fly to directly very easily, and we have to rent a car as well.
Incidentally, there are many reports to police in Grafton about scams, particularly to the elderly. Being a largely digital business, scammers can hit regional victims just as easily as people in the city.
Professional scammers like this one like to give extra detail, like the puppy's favourite toy or the very specific address where the seller lives, just in case you want to come and pick it up. Little details like this always help the scam seem more credible. But we went to that address and, big surprise, no puppy. Just an elderly resident who doesn't even own a dog. Cute photos, professional-looking web pages, mock delivery addresses and heart-wrenching emails can be manufactured from thin air these days. We've shown you lots of images of very cute puppies. It doesn't prove I've got one to sell you. But this scam is not just about puppies. Versions of this exist for just about everything. The rarer the item, the more risks people are willing to take. And scammers know this. When you buy things online, the credibility of the seller and their products is always at risk. If you are buying from someone directly, do not send funds electronically unless you have received or held the item. While Visa and MasterCard will never do the sort of investigation we did, they do guarantee their sellers and their products. So if you get dudded with a card purchase, you will get refunded. If you make a direct digital transfer to a random seller on a marketplace, you are fully exposed to these scams. Remembering this can save you a whole world of trouble.